In this video, we'll dive deep into the fascinating and brutal final years of King Henry VIII. From the jousting accident that led to his physical ruin to the horrifying state of his body at his death, we'll uncover the grim reality behind his legend. The terrible state of his body at death was a direct consequence of a lifetime of injury and disease, culminating in one of the most grotesque ends in royal history. The catalyst for Henry's physical downfall was a jousting accident in 1536, which caused a severe leg injury that never truly healed. This wound, a persistent, purulent ulcer, became a constant source of agony and infection. It was so foul that courtiers reportedly had to hold perfumed handkerchiefs to their noses in his presence. This chronic pain, coupled with his inability to exercise, led to a dramatic and rapid weight gain. By the end of his life, his once trim 32-inch waist had ballooned to a staggering 52 inches, and he weighed nearly 400 pounds. This morbid obesity likely contributed to a host of other ailments, including diabetes and severe cardiovascular problems, making him a walking, rotting corpse to some of his contemporaries. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. The final act of horror came after his death in January 1547. Due to his immense size, his body was difficult to move and embalm. After a period of lying in state, his corpse was placed in a heavy lead coffin for transport to Windsor Castle. According to a legendary account, the coffin was left overnight at Sine Abbey. The tale, possibly an embellished prophecy, states that dogs licked up the mess, completing his ignominious end and serving as a grisly finale to a life of excess. The vibrant, athletic king had become a prisoner in his own diseased and decaying body, a fate that stands as a stark and tragic counterpoint to his powerful reign. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Common questions and topics of discussion include the cause of his physical decline. Historians and medical experts speculate on the exact reasons for his physical ruin. Questions often center on what caused his massive weight gain and mobility issues. A major turning point was a serious jousting accident in 1536, which left him with a severe leg wound that never properly healed. It is believed that this injury led to chronic, painful, and foul-smelling ulcers on his legs. As he could no longer participate in the physical activities he once loved, his lifestyle became sedentary, contributing to extreme obesity. Theories about his ailments. Beyond the confirmed leg ulcers and obesity, there are numerous theories about what other conditions plagued him. It is not definitively known if King Henry VIII had McLeod syndrome, but it is one of several modern medical theories put forth by researchers to explain his physical and personality decline. The study's authors argue that this condition could explain both his reproductive issues, including the miscarriages and stillbirths of his wives, and his later life physical and mental deterioration, such as muscle weakness and poor motor skills, which made him reliant on a chair to move around, psychiatric abnormalities and behavioral changes, which transformed him from a charming prince to a volatile and unpredictable tyrant, the appearance of symptoms in middle age, which aligns with his dramatic decline after his 40s. However, it's important to note that this is just a hypothesis. Other historians and medical experts suggest that his ailments can be explained by a combination of other, more common conditions for the time, including a traumatic brain injury. The severe jousting accident in 1536, in which he was knocked unconscious for 2 hours, could have caused a TBI, which in turn led to his headaches, memory problems, and personality changes. Infections and complications from his leg ulcers. The chronic, painful, and often infected ulcers on his legs would have put him in constant agony, which could have contributed to his bad temper and irritability. Obesity and related conditions. His massive weight gain likely led to conditions such as type 2 diabetes and gout, which would have worsened his overall health and mood. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. This question had been studied. While this theory was a popular myth, especially during the Victorian era, modern historical and medical analysis has largely debunked it for several key reasons. The lack of historical evidence. There are no records of Henry VIII being treated for syphilis. The standard treatment at the time was a course of mercury, and apothecaries' accounts do not show any purchases of this drug for the king. The absence of symptoms. While the ulcers on his legs were once cited as evidence, they are now believed to have been caused by a different issue, likely varicose veins or chronic infections from his jousting injuries. There are no historical accounts of him showing other telltale signs of syphilis, such as skin rashes or neurological symptoms. The health of his children. None of Henry's surviving children, Mary, Elizabeth, and Edward, showed signs of congenital syphilis, a condition that is often passed from a syphilitic parent to a child. While some of his wives had miscarriages, this is not a definitive sign of syphilis and can be explained by other factors. Yes, it is widely accepted by historians and medical experts that King Henry VIII suffered from gout. Gout has long been known as the disease of kings because it is strongly linked to a diet rich in meat, seafood, and alcohol, all of which were staples of the Tudor court. The historical evidence for Henry's gout is much stronger. As he aged, Henry was known to suffer from severe pain, swelling, and redness in his joints, particularly in his legs and feet. The impact on his mobility and the agonizing pain from gout, in combination with his leg ulcers and obesity, made it nearly impossible for him to walk. He was often confined to his chambers and was eventually moved around in a special chair. King Henry's famously extravagant diet and overindulgence would have almost certainly led to gout. His physicians at the time even prescribed various remedies to treat the condition, though these were largely ineffective. Did he have diabetes or Cushing's syndrome? There is no definitive proof that Henry VIII had either diabetes or Cushing's syndrome, but modern medical experts have proposed both as plausible theories. Diabetes. The theory that he had type 2 diabetes is widely accepted due to his extreme obesity, sedentary lifestyle, and a diet rich in sugars and carbohydrates. Cushing's syndrome. This is another theory that fits some of his symptoms. The disorder, caused by high cortisol levels, can lead to obesity with a moon face and a buffalo hump, as well as muscle weakness, bone loss, and severe mood changes, all of which Henry exhibited in his later years. Both are compelling theories, but without modern clinical evidence, such as blood tests or an autopsy, they remain speculative. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Did a brain injury from his jousting accident affect his temperament and make him more tyrannical? Historians and medical professionals have long debated whether a brain injury from his 1536 jousting accident affected Henry VIII's personality. While some contemporary accounts reported he was uninjured, others claim he was unconscious for up to 2 hours, which could indicate a severe traumatic brain injury. Some modern theories suggest the accident and the chronic pain from the resulting leg ulcers exacerbated his pre-existing personality flaws. Others argue that Henry's tyrannical behavior was evident even before the accident, and that the event simply amplified his cruelty and paranoia. An alternative theory suggests his erratic behavior was caused by lead poisoning from the medications used to treat his leg wounds. Ultimately, there is no definitive consensus, but it's widely believed the accident and his subsequent physical decline played a significant role in his transformation. This video explores the theory that King Henry VIII's jousting accident made him a brain-damaged tyrant. The accident that turned Henry VIII into a brain-damaged tyrant. The state of his body at death. The gruesome details of his death and what happened to his body afterward are also a popular subject of inquiry. People are curious about, how did he finally die? The most popular theories suggest a combination of his illnesses, with sepsis from the infected leg ulcers or a stroke being the most likely immediate cause. What was his weight at the time of death? His waistline reportedly grew from 32 inches to over 50 inches. Based on analyses of his final suits of armor and historical records, King Henry VIII's weight and waistline at the time of his death were immense. As a young, athletic king, his waist was a trim 32 to 34 inches, and he weighed around 180 to 200 pounds, a healthy weight for his height of approximately 6 feet 2 inches. By the time he died in 1547 at age 55, his physical state had dramatically deteriorated. It is estimated that he weighed nearly 400 pounds, about 180 kilograms. His waistline, a widely cited and well-supported measurement from his armor, had expanded to 52 to 54 inches. This extreme obesity was a result of his sedentary lifestyle following a severe leg injury, combined with a rich diet. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Is it true his coffin burst open on its way to his burial, causing his corpse to spill out and a dog to lick his remains? The story of Henry VIII coffin bursting open is a famous and likely exaggerated tale with roots in historical accounts. It is not definitively true, but the story has a basis in fact. The story, first documented by the Protestant chronicler John Foxe in his Acts and Monuments, alleges that putrid matter leaked from the coffin and was licked up by dogs, fulfilling a prophecy made by a friar named William Peto, who had once warned the king that dogs would lick his blood. While the story is often considered a piece of Protestant propaganda designed to portray the tyrannical king's death as a divine punishment, there are elements of truth. Decomposition was a factor. Henry died of various ailments, and his body would have been in a poor state. The embalming process of the time was not always effective, and the buildup of gases from decomposition in the heavy, sealed lead coffin was a real possibility. The coffin was damaged. When the vault was opened in later centuries, a damaged lead coffin was found. The damage could have been caused by the weight of the coffin, rough handling, or a natural rupture from internal pressure. The prophecy was a popular tale. The story of the friar's prophecy was well known, and the gruesome tale of the coffin bursting fit perfectly into a narrative of divine retribution against the king who broke from the Catholic Church. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release our next travel and history adventure. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your patronage, and please ring that bell to receive notification on new videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Thank you for watching, and ring that bell to receive notification on new videos.